Eren Jaeger, humanity's last hope, and also humanity's biggest problem. This guy went from I'll kill all the Titans to actually let me just kill everyone. Talk about a crazy career change. In this video, we're going to break down the rise and fall of you-know-who, Eren Jaeger, and how he went from hot-headed shonen protagonist to probably the world's angriest environmental disaster. Most shonen protagonists are built to inspire people. You know, characters like Naruto or Luffy, they fight for friendship, hope, and a better future. No matter how dark their worlds become, they stay true to who they are. But Eren Jaeger, oh boy, is this guy different. At the beginning of Attack on Titan, Eren feels like every typical shonen protagonist. He's loud, emotional, he's really reckless, he screams about what he wants his freedom, he wants the revenge, he wants to protect his friends, destroy his enemies, kind of like any other shonen protagonist. But unlike the other shonen heroes, the world doesn't reward Eren's ideals, it absolutely destroys them. Every truth he uncovers makes the world more and more cruel, and every battle pushes him further and further away from the people he wants to protect. And that's what makes his character so fascinating. Most shonen protagonists grow stronger while holding on to their humanity, but Eren completely abandons that and sacrifices it all to achieve what he wants. Freedom. Eren's journey starts with a lot of trauma, as we pretty much all have known if you've seen the show or read the manga. His mom gets pretty much eaten right away, snacked, and instead of therapy, he chooses violence. And you know what? Fair enough, so would I. Maybe. I don't know. From there, he's basically the anime version of that one friend who just takes dodgeball so serious for no reason. Eren doesn't even care if he sucks at his training. He's gonna fight these titans, and he's gonna kill them, and it doesn't matter. He's gonna do it. But then a huge plot twist. He is a titan, oh my gosh. Dude really said if you can't beat him, I'ma join him permanently. And that power instantly turns into humanity's last hope. This reckless kid suddenly has the power to actually change what he wants to and back up all this yelling. And for a while, Eren's the shonen underdog we all root for, screaming these motivational speeches, charging into danger, and punching these titans in the face. Sorta. He's basically anime Rocky Balboa with worse hair. Alright, the turning point where things really get complicated. Eren learns that Titans aren't monsters, they're people. And not just any people, they're these people across the ocean who really do not like them and they want to get rid of them and they gotta fight. Congratulations, Eren. Your enemies just got upgraded from giant zombies to an entire nation with guns that control these zombies. Instead of breaking down, Eren levels up. He sneaks into Marley, grows his first anime bun, and he declares war on the entire planet. This man went from literally Naruto to Sasuke in record time. At this point, his rise isn't really all about strength, it's just a lot about ideology, honestly. And to some, he's a revolutionary, but to a lot of people, he's literally just the worst person, the devil incarnate. And then we get to the fall, or more accurately, the stomp. Eren unlocks the craziest power of summoning an army of colossal titans, and he basically says, you know what, I'm gonna do whatever I want, stomp on everything. This isn't just war, it's a global genocide with extra base. And the worst part, Eren thinks he's doing it for freedom, for his people, but somewhere along the way, this man really just turned freedom into, I want to throw hands. Eren's fall is pretty tragic, because he had these people who loved him, his friends, Mikasa, Armin, and they wanted to save him, but Eren's ideology was so much louder than the friendship. And in the end, the same girl who spent her whole life protecting him did the unthinkable. It's really brutal and heartbreaking, but I mean, this is what makes it so good. And yeah, Eren really went from humanity's savior to the final boss in a speedrun time. Eren Jaeger's rise and fall is one of the wildest arcs I've ever seen in any show, honestly, or manga for that being. And he went from scrappy underdog to revolutionary to literally just like unstoppable. Can we please get this man out of here? Eren wanted to chase his freedom, and he did not care who got in the way. He was going to do whatever he wanted. And I know a lot of people say Eren Jaeger might be a perfectly written character, but honestly, I can't exactly agree with all of that. And that's exactly why he feels so real, though. These perfectly written characters, quote unquote, usually feel pretty consistent all the way through their shows or mangas. Their motivations are clear, their choices always make sense. There's always a build-up. Every action lines up perfectly with their beliefs. But Eren's messy, he's contradictory, he's emotional, he gets mad, he acts without thinking. And in one moment he's fighting for freedom, and in the next he's taking away freedom. He pushes away his friends, he lies to others, he lies more importantly to himself, and that's what makes him stand out from other anime protagonists. He doesn't feel like a character that he's always designed to be admired. He feels more human. His writing is really built around conflict, not perfection. And throughout AOT, Eren is constantly torn between who he was and who the world's forcing him to be. And because of that, people interpret him in many different ways. Some see him as a villain, others see him as a tragic hero. I mean, I just see him as a great character sure. And Eren will always remain one of my favorite characters. And it's not because he's perfectly written, it's because he isn't. Love him or hate him, you can't really deny that he probably is one of the most complex anime characters. And at least he'll always be remembered. I mean, every time you see those Titans, you instantly think Eren. Alright, thanks so much for watching, guys. See ya.